third story, and this is perhaps some concern that all of you may be having. The threat of coronavirus is back in India. Cases are increasing at a rapid rate in India, with more than 6,000 cases reported in the last 14 hours, the highest in over 200 days. So the questions that you would have on your mind: is it now the time for a mask mandate? How concerned should we be? Can antibiotics really speed up the recovery? And how much harm will this new virus cause? Is it time for a precautionary vaccine? We will address all these questions with Dr. N.K. Arora, Chief of National Technical Advisory Group on Immunization. He's joining us live. Dr. Arora, really appreciate your time. India's daily COVID cases has crossed the 6,000 number, and there is an indication of the positivity rate also going up. How concerned should we be?
So thank you, Maria, for inviting me. The important point is that there is a gradual increase from the last week of January, where it had reached almost its nadir about 150 or even less than 150 cases a day. And now it is 6,000. And here I would like to share that there is a particular subtype of Omicron, XBB, and even XBB has several sublineages. It is not just the one which everybody is talking about, XBB 1.16 or 1.16 or 0.1. It is starting from 1 onwards. And in fact, we had seen some of the first XBB subvariants from January last week. And gradually it is increasing. And now it's almost 80 to 90% are various XBB variants. XBB 1.1.6 is about 60% or 2/3 of it. Now, it appears that this virus is able to cause breakthrough infection, whether somebody is immunized with primary vaccine or even if the person has received precaution dose as well. Because when we looked at the cases, the proportion of precaution versus primary vaccine doses were similar. But the important point of comfort is that the infection is very mild, like a common cold, and hospitalization is not increased.
But Dr. Arora, unlike common cold, it's prolonged fever, and also the symptoms are lasting far too long. It is also accompanied by severe body ache. How concerned should one be when you get that kind of symptoms, which is like lasting for weeks? And what about the antibiotics? What is the treatment for this one?
So I think that's a very important question you're asking. One is that there is now, with all the 3 years of experience at the back, there is no rationale for taking any antibiotics, number one. I think initial 2 to 3 days or 4 days, till the time one is having fever, paracetamol is the best one and the safest. And the third one is that one should have plenty of fluids, eat plenty of food, and restrict yourself, take rest for a week or so. You are talking about body aches and coughing for quite some time. I think this is part of the symptoms. It was happening before also. Now, because I think we have forgotten, this is like mild, it's a mild COVID infection. Okay. And it takes 5 to 7 days to resolve.
Okay, Dr. Arora, since you're saying that this is a breakthrough infection, would there be a need for another precautionary dose for Indians then?
So at the moment, we don't find any rationale. There have been some discussion because what is the main concern? COVID is very much with us, and these kind of ups and downs will keep on happening. The question is what do we want? Does the vaccine prevent infection? or the booster doses, do the booster doses prevent infection? The answer is no. Across the world, people have taken 3 or 4 boosters and it has not helped.
Okay.
The important thing is whether there is a need for additional protection to prevent severe disease. We are not seeing severe disease at the moment. However, having said this, I will request everybody, those who are above 60 years and they have not taken their precaution dose so far, or those who are having comorbidities, particularly with immunosuppression, chronic liver disease, heart disease, kidney disorders, or severe diabetes, they should take precaution dose, which is meant for that. If they have taken already, don't worry about that. But if they have not taken, they should go in and have a precaution.
Do we know about the origin of this infectious mutant? Is it homegrown here in India, or has it traveled from some other country to India?
It's very difficult whether it has come from. I was expecting this question, honestly speaking. It is very difficult to say because there is so much travel going on across the world. But at the moment, the way in INSACOG sequencing data we see that XBB is the dominant one. XBB has been there for a long time. Now there are subvariants. It is not a particular variant which is only causing. It is mutating very, very frequently. And this is a biological phenomena we have to understand. And I think many of us have said repeatedly, COVID is here to stay, just like influenza, and such kind of troughs and rises will occur. And we have to be careful. And that's why you must have heard that there is going to be a nationwide mock drill of hospitals, laboratories, and all facilities so that we are prepared for any eventuality. But I would like to assure that there is nothing to panic.
On that note, that there is nothing to panic, we certainly hope that those people who have got COVID, they recover soon. Dr. N.K. Arora, thank you so much for your time. And we are putting out that interview on news18.com and also on our YouTube channel. That's all from me. Thanks so much for watching.